Hello and welcome back to Allegiant Stadium for part 2 of Freestyle. The 9 remaining trucks in our lineup will battle it out to see who will take the championship here today. If you haven't seen part 1, I recommend doing so, as we have had some pretty good runs in part 1. And then you can come back here to part 2 and vote for the winner at the end of the video in the description below. So, with that out of the way, let's get on to the next truck we have in our lineup for Freestyle. Up next, we have Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk did pretty good in racing, beating out the brand new Men's chassis. Let's see what Cyberpunk has for us here in Freestyle. Lining up for a jump here. Full speed ahead, up he goes. Rear wheels clipping the dirt ramp. Cyberpunk with a nice distance across that tabletop. Almost running into the wall, it seems. Going back for the tabletop again. Up he goes. Massive air over the van. Stuffs the nose right into the dirt. Truck still seems to be fine after that landing. Looks like he attempted some reverse donuts there. He couldn't quite get it. Up over the van. Lands a bit awkwardly, but gets back on all 4 wheels before performing a sky wheelie. Rolls it over, but will able to save the truck. Nice backflip off of Cyberpunk, breaking the rear wheel. That'll send the truck on its side, and that will be an unfortunate end of the run here for Cyberpunk. Up next, we have Scarlet Bandit. Scarlet Bandit being in the current paint scheme that the truck is in, or at least the most recent scheme that is available. Getting us started by driving up and over those crush cars. Going up on 2 wheels, rolls it over. Ends up right on her side, but at least that was the first 30 seconds of the run, so we will allow her to roll back on her wheels. With Scarlet Bandit on her wheels and the body mostly undamaged, it looks like, we will of course allow her to refire. And once she hits her first obstacle after this, the timer will restart. Like Scarlet Bandit's found her obstacle. Up she goes. Lands down right on top of one of the crush cars. Gets a nice little bicycle off of one of the ramps. Getting some nice air off of one of those ramps. Nice little bounce into the bus. And a slap wheelie. Clips one of the dirt ramps, sets her up on 2 wheels. Nice little sky wheelie over the tabletop. Does a bit of a front flip. Can't she get the truck back on all 4 tires? Doesn't quite look like it, unfortunately. That will be the end of the run here for Scarlet Bandit. Up next, we have Sting. Getting us started off with a big sky wheelie off of the bus. Looks like a pretty hard landing on the rear suspension as it practically swings the truck back around. Getting some more big air up over the van. Pretty big bounce off the landing once again. Sting trying to enter a donut but got caught up on the van. Looks like he's going to try it once again. Going up on 2 wheels for a decent chunk of that attempt. Getting some nice air off the crush car. Pops it in a wheelie, goes along the side of the ramp. Sting pulling it into reverse here, up he goes. Landing it down on the rear wheels. Almost popped it into a bit of a moonwalk there. Some big air right off that center ramp, landing it right back down with a little bounce. Looks like he's going to combo it up into the backflip ramp. Up he goes, spins it around, lands it down hard on the rear suspension. Looks like one of the 4-links broke. And the rear drive shaft as well. That rear axle's dragging itself along the ground here. Sting still has some time left on the clock. Let's see what he can do with that. Putting into reverse once again. Still seems to be relatively fine though, despite the rear axle just being completely broken. And it looks like that will be the end of the run here for Sting as the clock has run out. Pretty good run. Is it the best run we've had tonight? Well, we still have more trucks to go before we can decide. Up next, we have your racing champion, Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet has already gotten their entry into the World Finals for this season. Let's see whether or not they can also get their freestyle win as well. Some nice air off of that ramp, drives it right into the crush car. He's in a bit of trouble as he rolls it on 2 wheels, lands it back down on the ground once again. Looks like he's going to try a reverse backflip here. Up he goes. Lands it right back down. And will roll it right onto his roof. Unfortunate end of the run here for our racing championship, but they already have their ticket to the World Finals, and we'll see them next time here in Las Vegas once again. Up next, we have Monster Mutt, this time on the Mercury body. Last time we saw them was the very start of the season in Animal Anarchy. Had a pretty good run there, but let's see what this Mercury Mutt can do. Getting us started off with some huge air by Monster Mutt. Pops a little bit of a slap wheelie. Slap wheelie once again. Monster Mutt just absolutely dominating with the momentum early on. Monster Mutt definitely showing that this dog knows a few tricks. Monster Mutt with some huge air. He seems to be in a bit of trouble though. Rolls it on over, and I think the backflip ramp just saved Monster Mutt from rolling over completely. Monster Mutt just pulling off all the wheelies tonight, it seems, here at Allegiant Stadium. Monster Mutt almost pulling off a backflip, it seems, although can he save it? Yes, he will. Decent part of the body still intact after all that, and Monster Mutt's gonna give us a donut here. Pretty good donuts by Monster Mutt. Starts to cross right over this tabletop. Going for the backflip ramp, it seems. Up he goes, spins the dog around, pops it into a wheelie right after that little corkscrew. Puts it in a front flip, hard landing on the roof, that's gotta hurt. Monster Mutt now shedding the whole body off the trucks, the tail is somewhere. Monster Mutt going into a little bicycle here. Monster Mutt with a couple seconds left on the clock. This will be the last trick. A huge sky wheelie. Then combos it up into a slap wheelie. Ooh, slams it right into the backflip ramp, but will recover. Almost made it. I would say that counts as it was all essentially the same move. Pretty good run here by Monster Mutt, probably the best of the night, but we still have a few more trucks to go here before we can determine a winner. Next truck up on our list is the VP Racing Fuel Mad Scientist. Nice there off of the racing lane. Gets a little stuck up on that van, but pops a nice little stoppie from that. Some big air, landed squarely on top of the van. That van's about as flat as the crush cars now. Scientist with the early backflip. Looks like he might not be able to save it unless his front wheels can touch the ground. Looks like one of them is, but can he save it? Yes, he will. He's got to hope that front clip gets out of the way so he can see. Some big air, the front clip flies right off. A hard landing on the front, rolls it over onto the roof, and it looks like that will be the end of the run here for Mad Scientist. Our second to last truck of the day is Gravedigger, the 40th anniversary truck specifically, as it is still 2022. Gravedigger going around parading that body a little bit. Hits it up over the racing ramp with some huge air to start the run off. Nice little bounce, although that did kind of kill the momentum here. Although Gravedigger does take advantage, puts it into a reverse donut. Gonna combo it up here over the dirt ramp. Little slap wheelie over the tabletop. Gravedigger with the huge air again, once again over the van. Pretty big bounce off that landing. Gravedigger attempting a bicycle, but not quite. Gets a nice little sky wheelie. Gravedigger doing a little bit of a stoppie here on the front wheels. Pops the truck into reverse. Balances the truck on those two rear wheels, lands it back down, pops it back up once again, slams the back of the roll cage into the dirt, and that will put an end to the run here as Gravedigger settles on the side. Oh, not quite. Maybe Gravedigger can get off of this. No, doesn't look like it. Unfortunate end of the run here for Gravedigger. But don't worry, we still have one more truck left to go. Our final truck of tonight is a special one indeed. It is Max D. Max D being special here tonight as Max D is on the Wilhelm chassis, a chassis currently in alpha development. If you want to know how I got my hands on this, it is quite simple, as you can as well. Simply become a Diamond member on the Beam Monsters YouTube channel, and you too will get access to this chassis if you join the Beam Monsters Discord. So, if you too want to get your hands on this beautiful chassis so far, you too can of course become a Diamond member of the Beam Monsters YouTube channel and join their Discord. Links will be in the on the Beam Monsters website, of course. Anyway, let's get this freestyle on for Max D. Max D starting us off with the big air here in Vegas. Listen to the sound of that truck. Like all the other chassis, I believe you can change the engine sound. And at the time of recording this, there are more bodies and more parts for the Wilhelm chassis. Nice little reverse move over the van. Quite a bit of a moonwalk there for Max D across the stadium floor. Maxie getting it right back on all four wheels, nice and smooth. Max D with a pretty hard landing on the sidewalls of those tires. The truck still held up very well. Soars right across the tabletop. And still with momentum. Max D giving us a donut now. Pretty good donut by Max D as he rides on the sidewall of one tire. Gets it stuck up on the wall. He might be able to get off of this. Yes, he will. Does come off of it with a bit of a flat tire. Doesn't seem to be stopping Max D whatsoever. Slams it down on the front wheels. Looks like one of them is broken. Again, doesn't seem like that will stop Max D. Max D with a bit of a backflip there. Going in reverse. Rolls it over. We'll be able to get it back on the sidewalls and back on all four tires. Incredible save by Max D here tonight. Goes up the backflip ramp, kind of corkscrews it around, rolls onto the roof, and that will be the end of the run here for Max D. Not too bad of a chance for the Wilhelm chassis. Of course, this will not be the end. We will see Max D or Maximum Destruction make an appearance yet again. But until then, we still have one more truck, of course, before this event is over. That truck, of course, being one that I am currently working on at the moment. This is the In-N-Out Double-Double, part of a future skin pack I am currently working on. This truck is a work in progress at the moment. And anyway, with that, you can go into the description and vote for which of these 16 trucks you believe should be the winner of Freestyle here at Allegiant Stadium. And we will see them back in Vegas for the World Finals at the end of the season. So, with that, I hope to see you at the next event, and stay hydrated.